So we initially came in thinking, oh, how can we improve outcomes? How can we make things more efficient? How can we make the staff happier? And I think as we went through the process and started realizing we really needed to take a step back and try to actually understand what the care experience even is like.
It was really important that the staff who knew them were the ones who invited them to this project. And our staff, and the patients know each other almost like best friends. They see each other every week, they're on the phone. I really relied upon our care coordinator and our care manager in the Positive Care Clinic.
Understanding the journey of an individual staff member or a patient that might be coming to your health center and might be trying to seek care or get labs done, get medication.
What do you do between waiting for your pharmacy and waiting for the meds to be delivered or waiting for your labs? In those redirections and in those questions, I was able to elicit some of the details that were helpful.
And we learned how to identify areas that are sticking points for people, so what they call pain points or opportunity areas. So
it became a very personal conversation about their experience with HIV. And I think that was because their experience with HIV is so tied to their experience with Olive.
Once we had done all of the interviews, which were each about an hour long, we had a whole lot of information.
Now that we have all this information, what do we actually do with it? And so working with our coach and with our research team here at Olive, we were able to use qualitative research methods and to do thematic analysis.
We came into this room and printed things out and just started trying to affinity map and try to actually figure out where there were themes that we could identify and use.
Why the pharmacy was kind of an opportunity area was because the current state, or at least the perceived current state of the pharmacy, was a really bad one. The wait lines were long, people used to get the wrong meds, there were a lot of errors made. And so we used our co-design sessions to create materials for the pharmacy enrollment campaign.
It's overwhelming a little bit, I think, trying to apply these new tools and trying to figure out what's the best way to do this.
So we kind of emulated some of the things we learned in our Catalyst workshops, brought them here to Olive to design and develop pharmacy enrollment communication materials. And so we developed a pamphlet, a flyer, all on construction paper with marker, stickers, funny things like that. Literally, the final production of your pamphlet that you guys made with your Pharmacy Made Easier, and all the information from the pamphlet that you did, is pretty much exactly transcribed into a formal product from our prototype. We have a team that really had never been a part of any improvement processes in their careers here at the hospital, and introducing them to this process was really exciting.
In the beginning, you're sort of looking at it like, it's all these tools I've never used before, and I don't know exactly where this is going.
That process of feedback, iteration was actually really exciting. You could see when you were in that iterative process how much you were able to improve your final product real time.
The way that I think is different from research, right, where you sort of have the question you're trying to answer, it's a very specific question, and you can sort of map the potential directions things are going to go. That's not what happens with human-centered design. You really are leaving yourself open to go in so many different directions.
The Catalyst process was really exciting because it let me understand the people that I was working with, and then the patients that I was working with. And I think the products then from those sessions and from that collaboration and brainstorming, whether or not it was large scale, has been really helpful in understanding that these are our priorities.